Sawadika. We're so delighted you could join us on Newsline for the very last day of the year, December 31st of 2015. Newsline broadcasts live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and on NBT World. And you're with me, Sandra Han at Saha. Welcome to the era of the ASEAN community. Today we take a closer look at the three main pillars of the association. And here is a special report from Benjamin Rujo Bagan.
ASEAN is built on three main pillars, including ASEAN Political Security Community, ASEAN Economic Community, and ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. During the 14th ASEAN Summit in 2009, ASEAN heads of government adopted the ASEAN Political Security Community Blueprint, or APSC. This document is designed to create a robust political security environment within ASEAN. The APSC aims to create a community that portrays a rules-based community of shared values and norms, a cohesive, peaceful, stable, and resilient region with shared responsibility for comprehensive security, and a dynamic and outward-looking region in an increasingly integrated and interdependent world. The ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, is now often referred to as AEC 2015, since its original implementation date was brought forward from 2020 to 2015. As one of the three pillars of the ASEAN, it aims to implement economic integration initiatives to create a single market across ASEAN nations. AEC's characteristics include a single market and production base, a highly competitive economic region, a region of fair economic development, and a region fully integrated into the global economy. Through the free movement of skilled labor, goods, services, and investment, ASEAN will rise globally as one market, with each member gaining from each other's strengths, thus increasing its competitiveness and opportunities for future development. The last pillar is the ASEAN Socio-Economic Community, which envisions an ASEAN community that is people-centered and socially responsible, with a view to achieving enduring solidarity and unity among the nations and peoples of ASEAN by forging a common identity and building a caring and sharing society which is inclusive and harmonious, where the well-being, livelihood, and welfare of the peoples are enhanced. Among its focus areas are human development, social welfare and protection, social justice and rights, ensuring environmental sustainability, building the ASEAN identity, and narrowing the development gap.
Thank you to Benjamin for that report. And Thailand, as a member state, will seek cooperation from other ASEAN nations in many aspects, including parliamentary cooperation. Today, we have the honor of speaking to the Deputy Secretary General of the House of Representatives, Kun Supasini Kamasunthorn. Kun Supasini, Sawadika.
Sawadika.
Thank you for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
We're all very excited about the regional integration, and we understand that you have been playing a vital role in the mobilization of parliamentary cooperation at the Parliament's ASEAN Community Center. So please tell us, how has the Thai Parliament been playing its part in the ASEAN community?
Well, as you know, Parliament is a part of the process of bringing the country into the ASEAN community. Well, so far, since Thailand is committed to enter into the ASEAN community, the Parliament has given agreement to various regional agreements which bind us into the ASEAN community. And we had already passed almost 100 or so legislations with regards to the ASEAN community. As for our cooperation with the other 9 ASEAN national parliaments, we have been very active in promoting the ASEAN community through the IPA, or the ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly. As, as far as I know, there are lots of concrete contacts between the IPA Secretariat in Jakarta and the IPA and the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta, as well as enhancing the capabilities of the staff of the national parliaments of the 10 ASEAN countries to be ready to steer their countries ahead in moving towards the ASEAN community. As for the ASEAN Community Center, which I've been responsible for, we have also looking into ways and means in which we would create a preparedness for the Thai Parliament in terms of a strategic focus, in terms of our own monitoring of the movements of ASEAN towards the ASEAN community, seeking closer cooperation vis-a-vis national parliaments of the 10 ASEAN countries in terms of legislative proceedings, legal cooperation, as well as on the exchanges of information regarding parliamentary coverage of the ASEAN community.
Mm-hmm. Now, you just told us what the ASEAN Community Center is going to be doing. What exactly is the main responsibility of the ASEAN Community Center?
Well, we look at the ASEAN community as a new paradigm. That is, it is another big step of cooperation among 10 ASEAN countries. And since the ASEAN community emphasizes on the rule-based aspect of the cooperation, they have the ASEAN Charter as well as the pronounced 3 pillars that would bring the ASEAN community together, as well as the other far-sighted strategic commitments among the member states. So the new paradigm, as I said, is that we should look at the ASEAN community as a whole. Therefore, being a part of that important process, we have to look back into how we organize ourselves in terms of doing this job. I found that the ASEAN coverage within the House of Representatives in the past have been spread out through various departments, which would not be able to cater well according to this new paradigm. Therefore, the ASEAN community would look into the ASEAN community in the overall aspect of its of the ASEAN community, and we emphasize on the integration of all the 3 main pillars, as well as on the ASEAN strategies, as well as on the connectivity of the nations. So what we are focusing on is focusing on the strategic approach of Parliament on the ASEAN community. We also approach on the various aspects of the parliamentary coverage, the level of parliamentary readiness in all the 9 ASEAN countries, which should move together on the same par. We also monitoring the progress in the ASEAN member states on how well they do in bringing their countries into the ASEAN community, as well as on external relations, which are very fundamental to the success of the ASEAN community. We also will be focusing very, very heavily on legal aspects of the ASEAN community. We aim to collect as much as possible all the ASEAN legal instruments, as well as on the international instruments which have a role to play in the ASEAN community. Mm-hmm. We will be focusing on research and development aspects of legal cooperation. We will be focusing on legal harmonization starting from this year, and also we aim to bring about and authoritative information center on the ASEAN community.
And would you say that so far the ASEAN Community Center has achieved enough to support the official launch of ASEAN Today, the ASEAN Community Today?
Well, actually, we just started we just started our job last year. I mean, starting in 2014, and then continue on to 2015. What we had been supporting so far was to link the 37 aspects of the national reform with all the key elements in the ASEAN Community Blueprints. We also hosted an ASEAN Forum, an ASEAN Community Forum in August this year, bringing together academics and experts and policymakers to tell us what Parliament should do more in terms of legal cooperation, in terms of ASEAN connectivity, in terms of bringing about the ASEAN community to be a real people-driven community rather than a people-oriented community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And how do you think Thailand and its people will benefit from legislative collaboration by the member states?
Well, law is going to be a fundamental aspect of the ASEAN community. Therefore, we aim to not only be focusing on the wide spectrum of key players and stakeholders in Thailand in terms of coming up with legislations which not only benefit our citizens but also linking the benefit of Thailand towards the ASEAN community and trying to bring the beneficial aspects of the ASEAN community into Thailand through legal cooperation. Secondly, as I said, that the ASEAN Community Center is working together with the other 9 national parliaments of the ASEAN countries in terms of having general guidelines from which all the national parliaments of ASEAN countries can look at and introduce them back into the passage of their own national legislations, which would not only be beneficial to their own nationals, but also ensure that any laws that are going to be passed by all the national parliaments of the ASEAN countries would serve the interests of the ASEAN community.
Thank you so much, Kun Supasani, for speaking with us today. Happy New Year.
You're welcome. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, Sandra. Bye.
And in other news, performance rehearsals took place at Wat Arun, or the Temple of Dawn, a new iconic landmark for Thailand Countdown 2016. The Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, and related agencies presided over the rehearsal of Thailand Countdown 2016. Executive Director of Advertising and Public Relations Department of the Tourism Authority of Thailand, Chantan Kunchona Ayutthaya, said the celebrations will be held throughout the nation, with the highlight event in Bangkok at Wat Arun, one of the kingdom's important landmarks. He added that the grand celebration will help reinforce a good image of Thailand as a tourist destination to the world.
Of course. We have several reasons for holding this Thailand Countdown 2016. First of all, we want to make the Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn in the background, an iconic landmark of Thailand. It already is, but we want to show people that this is a place of historical significance, of supreme beauty, and of very spiritual importance to the Thai people. Okay, that's number one. Number two is we want to create an event that is, well, is very special. We have countdowns in all parts of the country and in several parts of Bangkok, but this one we've never had, you know, so it's a specially organized event to ring in the new year. Okay, so, and also number three is also to attract tourists to the country.
Wat Arun's distinctive spires will shine the brightest with 9-minute displays of more than 5,500 fireworks, including 2016 fireworks, to ring in the global new year and enter the ASEAN Economic Community, or AEC, 2,559 to ring in the Buddhist year, and 999 to pay homage to His Majesty the King of Thailand, King Rama IX. Following the fireworks extravaganza, there will be 45-minute displays on the Chronicle of Land presented in a lighting and projection mapping show on the stupa of Wat Arun, set to music performed by the Mahanakhon Philharmonic Orchestra and Usa Asin, the first multicultural ASEAN musical ensemble. This grand celebration will also commemorate His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej's 88th birthday anniversary and Her Majesty Queen Sirikit's 84th birthday anniversary. For those interested, the countdown celebration will start at 10 p.m. at the Nakra Pirom Park and will be broadcasting live nationwide on various TV channels. And now let's have a look at the exchange rates and the commodity prices. The Tourism Authority of Thailand is planning to declare Wat Arun a new iconic landmark of Bangkok, where it will celebrate the establishment of the ASEAN community and the New Year countdown. Today we learn more about this temple with Kun Naak Rochanasuwan.
If you're planning to stay in Bangkok this New Year's Eve and still looking for a place to count down, Wat Arun might be just a place for you.
Wat Arun Rachawararam Rachawara Mahavihan, or Wat Arun, which means Temple of Dawn, is a Buddhist temple or Wat in Bangkok Yai district of Bangkok, Thailand, on the Thonburi west bank of the Chao Phraya River. This vibrant temple can be easily accessed through the Chao Phraya River via ferries across the river towards the Tien Pier. The temple derives its name from the Hindu god Aruna, often personified as the radiations of the rising sun. Wat Arun is among the best known of Thailand's landmarks, and the first light of the morning reflects off the surface of the temple, giving pearly iridescence. Although the temple had existed since at least the 17th century, its distinctive prang or spires were built in the early 19th century during the reign of King Rama II. Many tourists find this magnificent place fascinating and very interesting to explore with friends and loved ones.
So I really liked Wat Arun. My favorite part was the different temples. It was nice to go to the different ones, sit for a little bit, reflect, be very mindful. The gardens are really beautiful. I like a lot of the colors. In our culture in California, we don't have these sorts of trees and these colors, so it was really nice to see that. Other than that, spending time with friends and loved ones is the best part of it.
A large number of people can be seen visiting Wat Arun every day. the figure could grow even higher during the holiday season. So have you visited Wat Arun? You should. I'm Naak Rojanasuwan reporting.
Thank you to Kunak for that wonderful report. And that is it for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can follow us on our Facebook page by simply typing in NNT, and check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. We're saying goodbye to you today with footage of a giant squid spotted in Japan's Toyama Bay. I'm Sandra Hanutsaha. From all of us here at Newsline, Happy New Year. Sawasdee ka.